Hey guys! Sorry, it's been a while. But, anyways, so, welcome back to another episode of SCP DnD, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass SCP cosplayers, TikTokers, and content creators basically play some D&D. Anyways, when we last left off, anybody else hearing an echo, or is it just me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, might be. Nope, it's on me.
I think it was you there, Lenny.
It probably was. Because my thing picks up voices so well. I don't know why.
Anyways, so, last time we left off,
Too
Artie woke up. But it wasn't Artie. It was his former self before he died. Which was weird, but at the same time understandable. Then you basically, the group found out that, well, somebody took his lich powers and put them onto themselves. You guys also found documents at Barstew's estate that pointed to a Dracolich. Which a couple of you guys were really not happy about.
Don't like that. I do not like that.
But we left off right as, if I remember correctly, the person in Artie's body basically was giving you guys what he remembered and a couple other things. I'm sorry, last week's episode was a little bit of a haze because I was exhausted. I was up at 2 a.m. in the morning and didn't go to bed at all till like 2 a.m. in the morning again. So I was up for 24 hours. So, anyways.
It's no bueno.
I'm trying to remember where we left off, and it's driving me fucking nuts.
He was going to a door or something, and then somebody came in through the door, the other lady, the one lady, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I knew it was you," she says. And he's
Ayah
like,
ran
"Oh
it.
my gosh, it's you." You know, and it's like, wow. And it's that.
Right!
The one lady.
Ayah saw Artie and realized it was who she thinks it was.
Yes.
Thank you for reminding me, guys. And that's where we left off. So currently, Ayah is in the room, hugging Artie, crying, while Artie, now I remember, while Artie's literally kind of confused seeing a full-grown adult version of Ayah, because the last time he saw her, apparently she was a lot smaller. What do you guys want to do?
Real walks over to Fowler and hands Fowler this like moderate-sized object wrapped in like a cloth, and he just holds it out like.
What is that? He'll like kind of go to take it. What is this?
He's like, it's a souvenir. He walks away.
What? So he'd probably he'd take it and he'd go over to the bed and like unwrap it. What is it?
Right. It's like a wolf head mounted on a placard.
Oh. He'd probably be like, put it aside silently, like inwardly like, oh my gosh, whoa. Okay, because he likes stuff like that. So he's like, so just put it over to the side, cover it back up, just put it off to the side. Yes.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm just going to have a chat with Artie about everything he has said about his past in my presence for the last month.
Like, what do you mean by that?
I'm going to retell him the stories he told us about his past.
Okay. So, after he's able to pry Ayah off of him, because she is literally bear hugging him, not enough to do damage, but you can see him stretching. You know, it's a fucking dragon giving you a hug. It's kind of hard to get out of. He sits down with you and listens and says, "Huh. That's a little shocking to hear." Don't take this the wrong way. It's amazing that you guys are, you know, actually able to tell me this, but wow. I didn't know. So he generally looks a little shocked. But at the same time, he's processing, so... You can tell that he's not in the best of mindset. Say that again? Go ahead.
That might have been a little much. Gun said to Del.
I still should know.
Yeah, you should know, but not everything from the past month.
If I don't say it, I can forget it.
Yeah, pretty much Del can... Del memorizes everything he sees within a month. So... he actually knows in grave detail everything that happens, so you know, it works out for him.
Yeah, every day I count is a day that I lose.
Yeah. So, that being said, Silver is a little flustered by this, to say the least. She immediately asks you a couple questions, which, again, you've been happy to answer, so it doesn't make much of a difference. There is a little bit of an issue, though, because halfway into talking, she immediately gets this look of disgust because you start explaining the relationship Art told you about Barstew. So...
Okay.
Okay. We're waiting. You're muted.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can Fowler go check on his daughter?
She hasn't really left your side. She's been right there with you at the entire time.
She was supposed to call. She was sleeping earlier. Last time.
Is
She just sleeping or like...
she's asleep in the bed still. She's not moved.
Okay. Making sure. Stay there.
So.
I'm gonna say, why does this surprise you? Is this... What's with that look, Silver?
I knew something was wrong. It just, I didn't know I was really off the mark with what I thought.
Okay.
You can see like she has a regretful face. You don't need an insight check for this. She doesn't seem to have like a really... She's saddened by the information. Like, you have to understand something. She nearly killed her father. I mean, that would probably put a lot of people in a different scenario with their mindset.
You know it's not your fault. You didn't know.
I was supposed to know. I should have known. She just doesn't even look you anybody in the eye. She just looks down, disappointed and flustered with herself. Artie does come over and put his hand on her shoulder and says, "It's fine. Apparently I'm immortal. Possibly. Sort of. Maybe.
We can still try.
Let's put a pin in that and say we did."
Let's not test that out yet.
Yeah, good plan. So, through a couple of more minutes of Artie talking to you guys and Ayah basically talking to you, she then begins to tell you how Artie, well, who we know as Artie, who she knows as another name that she was asked by Artie not to say. Basically, Childs, he was more or less my bodyguard for the beginning of my life. He was the reason I'm even alive today. That's a grave misunderstanding. Shush, you were the reason that I survived. Nothing more than that.
Care to elaborate?
This was a while ago, back when I was very much younger. My darling cousin wasn't even a thought of yet. Long story short, Artie basically hauled off about a small platoon of crystallized rangers. If it wasn't for him, I'd be, possibly either dead or married off to some bureaucratic blowhard.
Okay, I need to figure out how he did that.
What?
You've seen him fight.
Like,
Yeah, still.
this was, yeah.
I mean, just Gunn said that, so.
Oh, Gunn said that. Well, I could tell you right now, I wasn't really paying much mind. He told me to get behind this rock and stay until he came back. When you came back... Yeah, Artie interrupts and says, "Yeah, I know. I was bloody, bruised, barely conscious." Whew. 600 men versus 1, and 1 survived. That was not a good week.
We maybe should be in the bodyguard business as well. This gun. Instead of a band.
Pays good. I know that much, at least. If you're a top-tier bodyguard, they usually pay up the ass for just you to protect them. Trust me, my cover fee was 200 gold a day, plus any loot off of bandits or blowhards that tried to attack my employer.
Not bad.
Yeah, I came home with about 6,000 gold 1 week just because somebody wanted to be an idiot.
Huh.
But, hey.
Real leans over to Delano. He's like, "I'm an idiot constantly, and I don't make money like that."
We haven't done any gigs yet, though.
We really need to do scheduling. Is there other castle staff in the room at this point?
There is... Okay. There is a maid who's come in and started putting new sheets down. There is a butler who is delivering refreshments and snacks. There is also what appears to be two armed knights outside the door, but your thought process is they were following Ayah.
Right, so while whatever else is going on, Real is gonna walk around and he's gonna hand out business cards to all the rest of the staff. He's going to tell each and every one of them all about the Gungnir experience, and that we play exciting things like birthdays, funerals, weddings, horse
How
funerals.
exciting.
We didn't agree to this.
It's just 3 of us.
It's just the 3 of them. That's pretty much... you guys are more or less like the road crew or the protection crew. From what you've gathered, what most people gather by seeing these 3 just jump up and say they're the Gungnir experience. They see the rest of you probably either as security guards or management. Not part of the band, but still like... Not part of the band or a group, but just like the actual brains of the operation.
I feel insulted.
Oh, I can translate Earth songs into Draconic.
Anyways.
And I can translate Draconic to Infernal, Undercommon. Yeah.
Anyways. Ayah basically speaks up and says, by the way, my auntie was wondering if you all would mind coming to see her real quick. She has a development. Apparently some of our underground sources have located Barstow. Or at least where they think he is. Art and Silver seem to be staying behind and talking. Art speaks up and looks over to Fowler and says, if you want, bud, I'll watch over while you're gone.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. One fucked up fatherhood to another, it doesn't get easy.
I guess not.
Okay. I'm guessing everybody's going?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright. Ash, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking. You haven't said anything in a while. I'm just double checking.
I'm alive.
Okay. You're not pooping, we know.
You're not a ghost.
Anyways, as Ayah is showing you to the other room, you notice that there's more foot traffic. There's more guards moving. You see people in very different outfits. Some in suits, others in garb. You see Ayah's father rushing by as he just says to Ayah, make sure after you're done taking them to your aunt to meet me over in the war room. Understood, father. As they bolt. As you guys are getting closer and closer, you see there is multiple guards on standby in this very elaborate... You see the guards that have been following Ayah, and they're in this very silvery, like, very gaudy-looking silver armor. The ones that are guarding the throne room are in this obsidian black paladin-esque armor with engravings and gold inlay and holding these massive, and I mean, it's basically if somebody took Real, strapped him to a stick, and held him in place. Like, we're talking full-blown, these are body swords. Dragon Slayer-esque.
As to not be shown up too much, Real rustles around in his bag, and he pulls out his fancy cape, and he puts it on, and the cape is, like, billowing behind him as he walks.
Yep. As Ayah gets
Don't forget the fine mustache.
as Ayah gets to the door, doesn't even knock. It just goes. Auntie will see you now. I have to go. As she departs. As you enter the room, there's that same sense of being surrounded. You don't see anybody as you walk into this room again. Pillars about 40 feet across from each other, 100 feet both ways with no ceiling. Just starry night. As you see the same woman that has been called the Queen sitting at her throne, giving orders and signing documents as she gives them away and sends other soldiers and people in this very bandit-esque type armor off. As you approach, she says, "It is good to see you again. We mustn't hold the pleasantries. We might have found Barstew, it seems. However, there is a development that I also must look into."
What is it?
Something weird is going on. Barstew was not able to be stopped by me. I could see that he was trying to teleport out, so I tried to stop him. Yet, somehow, he was able to. That should not have happened.
Is there any entity more powerful than you are?
Not to my knowledge. As she just starts looking at you guys. You can see... anybody want to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can, you...
I'll do it. I'm not good at it, but I'll do it.
If you want to, you can.
Where's insight? Alright,
I got a
never mind.
dirty
Never mind.
20.
I got a gentleman's 6.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So, Real's the
I
only
got
one...
a dirty...
Yeah. Real's the only one that actually can suss this out. Real, you get a sense of she is very angry, but cautious about trying to give you information. She doesn't want to give her whole... She doesn't want to tell everything, but she is telling you enough information for the time being.
Real's like, why don't you tell us what we're dealing with if you want us to go do your dirty work?
Okay, then.
He's gonna get his mouth taken again.
I need you to... okay, then. I need you...
Oh, yeah, we love it. We love to see it. Ooh,
That's-
chosen by the gods.
Okay, go for it.
Chosen, favored by... I can't fail with favored by
Oh,
the
yeah.
gods. It's 2d4.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you got it. You don't feel your mouth being removed, but you do feel this unacquainted sense of, I might want to stop talking now before I end up getting killed.
Real's still just gonna have like a smart ass smirk on his face. He's gonna try to internalize that.
Okay, with that comment, and since you made that save, you can roll either persuasion or intimidation with advantage. The DC is 21.
Okay.
Intimidate a dragon.
He intimidates a dragon.
I don't actually have intimidation as a thing.
You
20.
fucking made it!
And I was
She-
not even on a guidance.
She looks at you for a good 20 seconds. You may be crafty in the ways you speak. They're mortal, so I will give you some of the information that I have. We were able to locate Barstow over by the Crystalline Kingdom, also known as the Fey Kingdom. The reason it's
While
called...
she's talking, Real just pulls a pen out of his breast pocket and clicks it and hands it to Delano.
You gave me a what?
a pen.
A pen?
Just a pen.
So pretty much what
Yeah.
he's saying is he's going... Start writing.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
All right, I got out some paper.
We found
You don't even
traces...
have to write to know that.
Yeah, Del doesn't even need to write anything down. He can. Okay. So as she goes into detail, she says, "We found him over at the Crystalline Kingdom, possibly over by the Fey Wilds. It's a portion between the Eternal Kingdom and the Fey Crystalline Kingdom. The Fey Wilds." Or I should say the Fey Forest. Not the Fey Wilds, the Fey Forest. I fucked up, it's Fey Forest. The Fey Forest is a large grove of, well, basically the Fey Wilds itself. Just in the prime material plane. You do need to be careful, though, once in there. As long as you stick to the roads, you will be fine. But we found disturbing information that Barstow has accomplices. Somebody by the name of Jericho. Which from our memory
Well, when she says that, Real looks at Komari. He's doing like one of these. He's like,
Him.
He's also has multiple allies in something called the Six Crows. We're still trying to figure that one out. There is
we knew something about the Six Crows previously, didn't we?
You knew that they were trying to find something for Barstow but couldn't retrieve it. They came close enough to actually grasping it, but they fell short at the ball. Once again, they came across it, but it fell short again due to them having to retreat because only only two people, one besides Markle and Jericho were the only two to survive. You guys ambushing them. That's pretty much the information that you were able to suss out. There is an underground organization that we're trying to uncover, though. Originally, they were just some mercenaries for hire or some auctioneers. They went under the guise of the Coalition Enterprise, if I remember correctly. Which you guys know as is the Chaos Insurgency cover name.
Right.
Coalition Enterprise. Chaos Insurgency. This was way back at the first, when you guys went into the warehouse, you guys found this information out. That was basically their cover name that they always used, so nobody was If
They were
anything,
in disguise.
pretty much. Uh, we've also have words of multiple people wondering. It's hard to explain. We have reports of them in the Elder Woods, but also in the Flame Fields. And some of them over by the Rot Swamp, but that land is uninhabitable. And some of them in the Dwarf Mines. But still, most of that is inhabitable as well without proper knowledge. I will say this, though. If you are heading somewhere, my suggestion would be possibly the Crystalline Empire, also known as the Crystal Kingdom. How do I put this? They're very... They're very radical with their ideals.
Yeah, sounds like that area is pretty rocky to me.
Can you try to put his mouth away again, please?
Yes, please. Please.
She just looks at everybody like, I wish I fucking could. But that spell doesn't work if somebody makes the save for 24 hours.
Oh, damn it.
So, as she's explaining things, she also informs you that a couple more of the Foundation personnel made their way to the Eternal Kingdom. This was the Pony Express, giving deliveries and information onto what was going on with them. Also, a couple of letters that were meant for you and the group, which were from Greaves. Just giving you an update, saying that they still have no location on 682. Mostly everybody is fine. There were casualties, but not as many as they hoped were possible to save. So that's good.
Well, everybody is fine.
Not everybody. There were casualties, but it wasn't as bad as they thought.
I bet Bright died again.
Not as bad as they thought. That's good.
Possibly, you don't know. If you want, you can send a message to him, but that's about it.
He died again.
Let's see, what else? Oh, right. There was also another letter issued directly to Real. If you want me to say it out loud, I'll say it out loud. If not, I'll DM it to you real quick.
Yeah, it's no problem. Because, wait, Pony Express hands me a letter, or... Nice. I'm gonna hand the letter also to Delano.
So, Del. The note reads as follows. Dr. Real, it has come to our attention that a couple of researchers have gone missing in the Rot Swamp. We ask that you and your team investigate if necessary. Please do not delay, but if not able to at the earliest convenience, would be necessary. Thank you. Signed, 05-1.
Real's like, is it good? Is it bright? Does he miss me?
Nope, it's 05-1. The big chunk different with it.
We tamed it.
We removed the
Situation's
problem.
under control.
You've removed a problem, yes. How do I put this? We have never had this happen in a very long time. So, fuck, what was the bounty on that one? I can't remember the bounty on that one.
10,000, I think.
No, it was more than that.
Ooh, was it?
I think it was more than that. Hold on.
Do we have the bounties list? Is it on the bounties list?
It should be on the
It's on
bounties list.
list. It is. 10,000.
10,000? Okay. So yeah, 10,000 split 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ways. That's...
It should go towards taking care of Bodhi. I'm sure he eats a lot.
Okay, 10,000 divided
Yeah,
by
why
7.
don't we take 1,000 each, and then the other 3,000 go towards like taking care of it,
Okay.
tabling him.
If you guys want to do that, that can get him some. That can get him a saddle, a custom chariot to carry you guys in, as well.
Yes.
Great.
That can get some rather good stuff. It's 3,000 gold. You guys basically can get some really good shit for Bodhi.
All in favor, say aye.
Okay, so 1,000 each to everybody. And as she's giving you the money, you then take 3,000 gold and basically ask her if she could get stuff ready for departure. And who to talk to about that? She basically waves her hand at someone, and a very tall, skinny half-orc walks up and says, "Yes, Your Majesty. Please take this money and go get..." What was your creature's name now?
His name was Bodhi.
Bodhi. The big one. Yes, Your Majesty. I must inform you, he has already eaten 3 cows.
Yeah, it's good to keep him doing that so he doesn't, I mean, he doesn't bite much. Yeah.
Anyways,
He doesn't bite much.
what type of chariots were you hoping for? Were you hoping for? I'll just come back with what we have in mind. I'll be right back. And he leaves. About 15 minutes later, after the Queen basically is giving you guys more information, just basically the loadouts of the Crystalline Kingdom, which basically the Crystalline Kingdom, aka the Crystalline Empire, and basically telling you you need to be very careful. The Crystalline Empire...
I'm always careful.
The Crystalline Empire is a very zealotry and religious country. The country basically follows the religious practice of the Great Crystal Bull, one of the 5 primordials, just like the Queen herself. And they taken
a crystal bull, like the animal.
Yeah.
Okay.
More or less what you're thinking of. Probably that. She then goes into a little bit of detail about why, and states anyone that is not part of the main races is considered more or less a second-class citizen. And she looks towards Gun and Ash.
I think I should.
Don't worry.
Right now.
I think that they'll adjust. As Real is like flipping a crystal up and down in his hands.
Magic will work.
Just fine.
Magic will work for fine. You will not have an issue as she looks towards Gun, saying, "You are technically part of a royal noble lineage. No one would stress onto you, but young Ashy, you are not. However, I have something for you that will ease the ignorance of those people." As she reaches...
You mean The great
Yeah.
Ayah, the tamer of Bodhi.
As she reaches over to her right and pulls out a small chest and places it and turns it around and opens it, you see this pendant. It is very elaborate. It has in gold, silver, bronze, jade. It's got multiple color gemstones, along with engravements and inlay of multiple different metallurgies. The image itself is of multiple different dragons, all swooshing together in different directions. This is for you.
Oh, for me? She's gonna take it and put it on.
I need to make it, but you now have the dragon's heart.
Ooh.
A pendant. It is a very rare item, not a legendary. I need to make it. Sorry. But for right now, if it is attuned, you will get your proficiency bonus in dragon breath weapons.
Nice.
So since you guys are level 8, you have +3 proficiency, do you not?
Yeah.
So you have your usual dragon breath and 3 added on top of that.
Nice.
You also will gain an extra 20 HP.
Nice.
You basically become...
Damn!
It basically, the story behind it is this. The pendant itself is imbued with the power of all of the dragon colors of the world. All 20 of them. Each one giving you more and more power. Each one giving you more and more strength. To the point where you are able to withstand the forces of all of the dragons themselves. It also gives you... I don't know if I should make that a thing or not, but I was thinking of making it so that way you would get resistance to all breath weapon attack elements.
More and more sounds like a legendary item.
Yes.
It is, but it isn't. She gives these out only to those that she deems worthy. So, it could be, couldn't be. Who knows? You deserve this for making sure my daughter...
Oh, there was no problem at all.
Now then. I will be available that he will be able to customize in a couple of days. Then you can take off and go where you please. My suggestion